And James said it in James 4, verse 14. He said, "What is your life but a mist that appears for a moment and then is no more?" Now, for us who know Christ, we know that there's eternal life past this earthly existence. But what James was saying was there's a reality to this fact. That you're here today and you're gone tomorrow as a very tiny, short window of time called life. We are basically a blink on the cosmos of time.
Time is short. What is your life? It's even a vapor that appeareth for a little time and then vanisheth away. If someone had told me when I was 20 years old that life was very short and would pass just like that, I wouldn't have believed it. And if I tell you that, you don't believe it either. I cannot get young people to understand how brief life is, how quickly it passes. It seems like yesterday I was in school. What a thing it is when you think that you have just one short life to spend and it'll soon be over. There may not be a tomorrow for you and for me, because there's a warning to time. Time is running out for all of us. Time is too short for indecision and vacillation. Fools say that time is long. Every morning we have 86,400 seconds to spend and to invest. And each day the bank named time opens a new account for you and for me. It allows no balances and no overdrafts. If you fail to use the day's deposits, the loss is yours.
Today is all that you have to be able to do whatever God has called you to do. Is just today. You do the part that you need to do today, and tomorrow will take care of itself. But it is being able to engage the moment right now that we're in, the life where we are. It's being able to be in the moment. Because when you're not in the moment, you begin to miss the moment. And the truth of the matter is this, is that life is a collection of moments. It's just a collection of moments. You keep collecting moments as you live. There was a Life Builder's Creed that was written by Dale Witherington, and this is just an excerpt from it that says, "Today is the most important day of my life. Yesterday, with its successes and victories, struggles and failures, is gone forever. The past is past, done, finished. I cannot relive it. I cannot go back and change it. But I will learn from it and improve my today. Today, this moment, now. It is God's gift to me, and it's all that I have." And that's what we are today. This is all that we have. There is something about engaging the power of today. It's the only time that you have to be able to make a difference. I can't make a difference yesterday. I can't make a difference tomorrow, not right now. The only thing that I can do is to use the moment that I have called today, the power of now.
Don't miss what you have now, pursuing what you want later. You're complaining today about moments you'll miss tomorrow.
We fall into this syndrome. I don't have a good word for it, but when you begin to get into the mentality where you think, well, when I just get there, like you don't look back so much, but you look forward and you think, well, I'm not there yet. Okay, I'm here right now, and here's not that great, and I don't know what to do here, but man, when I get there, like when I get to that position, when I get that degree, whenever I get married, when I have kids, whatever there is, then you think, then my life is going to be all that God has for me. And we spend so much time looking out there that we forget that God is right here.
But as I prayed about it and thought about it, I think one of the reasons why we're often not fully present is because we lack faith. We lack faith. We're all freaked out about something that happened a long time ago and I got to figure it out and undo it. Or we're all freaked out about what's going to happen in the future. And what I discovered as I was praying is that the only way we can be present in the moment is to actually surrender the past you can't change and trust God with a future that you can't control.
I'd write down my priorities in life. And I'd get committed to certain priorities. Now is the accepted time. The things we ought to do, the classes we ought to take, the books we ought to read, do it now. The family that needs you, spend more time now. Write that letter home now that you've been meaning to write. Money you ought to give now. Time for study, do it now. People you ought to witness to, do it now. Every time the clock ticks, it seems to say now, today. The Bible says, redeem the time, because the days are evil. And the days in which we're living are very evil. Jesus said, as long as it is day, we must do the work of him that sent us. The night is coming when no man can work. The night is going to come in your life. It's the quality of life, not the length. It doesn't matter whether you live another year or 2 years or 5 years. Is there a quality to it?
In verse 6, he says that quantity means nothing. It is the quality of your life. He says in verse 6, if the other man lives 1,000 years twice and doesn't enjoy good coffee and a turnover, are you with me? And his family and a good movie and a walk in the sunset and sitting on the beach, do not all go to the same place. We're all going to die and leave it and go on. The key is not what you made, it's how you enjoyed the years. It goes something like this. Rocky road, 2 dips. All right. And I tell them, enjoy the simple things. It doesn't cost a lot of money. Enjoy the simple things. And so none of us gets out alive. None of us do.
You know, we only have so much time, and you think differently about time the older you get. And by the time you've lived about 3/4 of your life or 2/3 of your life or whatever, you get to the point where you really don't want to be wasting your time. If there's things that you want to do that you haven't gotten around to do it yet, you want to do them, but you don't want to waste your time. Well, I'd like to recommend that you never waste your time, not even when you're in your 20s or 30s, but it does become really important to you the older that you get. And you may be 20 now, but someday you will be 70 and 80, and it will happen faster than you think it will happen. And I believe that time is a very precious gift. And time, you can either waste it or you can use it wisely. But whatever you spend your time on, once you've spent it, you cannot get it back.
One time I was on a flight and I picked up an in-flight magazine. I like in-flight magazines because they know you're not going to read them for long, so they got to get to the point. And in this magazine, it was 2 ladies who had a business. You give them a high school annual and they'll find you everybody in there for your reunions. And they were talking not about their art of finding people, but about their observation of reunions. And I never heard this because I'd only been to my own reunions. But they'd been to them all. And they said at the 10-year reunion, everybody's only 28 years old. You still have your looks, you still have your strength, the shine is still on your marriage, and your kids aren't teenagers. And you think you're a success. Okay. And so they said when you're 28 at your reunion, that it looks like just kind of, high school on steroids. You're parading your life. Okay. She said at the 20th reunion, now everybody is 38 years old. And so your looks and your fitness is starting to slide. She said the new is off of your marriage. Your kids are now teenagers. And so humility tends to prevail. She said the 20-year reunion is a better reunion. The 30-year reunion, everybody is 48 years old. You're almost 50. The looks are gone. And you're trying your best to preserve the past. That's when you're 48. That's your 30-year reunion. At the 40th year reunion, it's pretty much you're now about to turn 60. and everybody looks the same. And you now have learned by this time that life is not just acquisitiveness and show, that there's things that go deeper. And you have been force-fed those things, and you're starting to get smart. She said the 50th year reunion is the most tender, because now you're about to turn 70, and you're aware of the people that aren't there, that they've died. And everything's pretty much gone. You're now downsizing. You brag about how small your house is and about how you can't go up the stairs anymore. And she said, when the tenderest part of all the reunions is at the 50-year reunion, whenever you sing your school alma mater, and everybody cries, because you know there ain't no 60-year reunions. And this is the last time. And everybody just looks at everybody else, the rich and the poor, and they think, we survived. We made it. And the lady said something to the effect of, that we learn too late what we should have known so early. That life is not acquiring and exhibiting, but it's the things that you don't think are important at the outset. And that is faithfulness to God in right and wrong, faithfulness to your mate, loving your children, enjoying a good book. It's the essence of life. Not how to make a living, it's how to make a life.
So what is your life? Listen, man, it goes quick, doesn't it? I know you sound old when you talk about how fast life is and how quick your kids grow up. So since life is uncertain, since life is brief, since you only have one life, you better not waste it.